Welcome back to the Surface Wave Podcast, everybody. Happy Monday.
Yes, he's back.
LALO, my co-host Nick over here.
Hello, this is my co-host LALO.
We just had a wonderful show with Colter the Soldier, Part 2, talking about his new life adventures managing Juan Gotti. Make sure you follow him on Instagram, Colter the Soldier, on all platforms so you can know when the tour dates are, where he's going to be.
And shout out to him, too. His DJ couldn't make it, but he still filled in.
Yes.
He took
a man of his word. Yes.
He at least came onto the show, too, so it was nice to see.
Yeah, and it was cool, too, because it just speaks to, you and I as podcast hosts, because, it was kind of thrown on us, and, we just ran that, honestly, dude, we're too legit, bro. Too legit to quit.
Yeah. I don't even know how to do the goddamn symbol, though. Oh, I was thinking, too, we can't cuss in the first 10 minutes. How about we just play our artist songs for the first 10 minutes?
Yeah.
Then we won't get get striked.
Yeah, exactly. Then we can run out.
Yeah, then we can just cuss all we want to.
Let's do some housekeeping. Nick, run some ads for us, my friend.
Oh, yes, of course.
Brought to you by.
This episode is brought to you by Wave Media Studios. Are you an artist or business owner looking for a creative space to bring ideas to life? Look no further than Wave Media Studios. Our studio is a unique and vibrant space where creativity flows freely. Whether you need marketing, film production, or audio production services, we have the tools and expertise to help you bring your vision to reality. Our team of skilled professionals is dedicated to helping you achieve your goals. We specialize in providing personalized service that meets your specific needs. From concept development to final production, we will work with you every step of the way to ensure your project is a success. At Wave Media Studios, we believe in the power of creativity to change the world. That's why we've created a space that fosters collaboration, innovation, and inspiration. Rap God. Whether you're a filmmaker, musician, or entrepreneur, our studio is the perfect place to bring your ideas to life. So why wait? Contact us today and let's start creating something amazing together.
Dude, you're insane because I would have stumbled so hard through that.
Sorry, I blacked out too. So I don't even know what I said. What's it about?
And before we run the show, I just have to do this, dude, because I had a wonderful experience this morning.
Oh,
you want to know what F's?
Oh, what F's, man?
When your alarm goes off. And you think you have to go to work, but it's Sunday.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Oh my God, dude, it was the best. I heard the alarm going off. It's oh my God.
Or you wake up in a panic, but you're 2 hours
Yes,
early.
I was panicking, and I was so disappointed. And I was like, no.
It's fine.
Chill.
We're fine.
It's Sunday.
We're fine. It's Sunday.
Oh,
actually, Monday too.
That F's so hard for me, dude.
Well, I hope you guys F this episode. We'll see you guys next time. I hope you enjoy the episode. Bye.
Peace.
I was thinking, Colter, we could start off what's one of the most funniest moments you've had with an artist?
Funniest moments? I don't know how to put it.
Well,
into
if you
words,
want to,
I have a 6-second clip that is that is very funny, and it's really too bad A-Rod's not here because part of the reason why I have him DJ is because I like how lit he is.
Mm-hmm.
He has these dance moves and stuff that he does. I'll just show you. It's better to show you. Look.
Is this with liquid confidence?
Oh, look at him get down.
Wait, hold on, look. Cruz needs to see this too.
Ooh. We'll make sure to put a picture in picture.
It's really too bad because I could have him be doing. Look, okay. Can you see it closely, Cruz? All right, watch. This was at the show on Friday, and this could be.
Oh, here we go.
Maybe this is why he broke his laptop. I don't know.
Right?
Oh, here, we'll show the camera.
Oh, okay. Can
see
you see it?
Yeah.
Ooh. Ooh.
That's like a loose Carlton. He's just feeling himself.
You see it?
How many mimosas is that?
Did you see it? Look.
Dang, he's Douging, but not Douging.
Dude, he gets down.
He's in the A-Rod right there. Dude.
I wish they did the other point of view and you're doing the same dance move. That'd be tight.
Colter kind of that's 1, 2, 3, hit it.
Is this your first DJ you've managed?
Yes, actually, yeah, it is. Yeah, and I wanted to bring him on a long time ago with Capone, but we didn't start yet, did we?
Yeah, we're going. Yep, we're going.
Oh, we're going right now?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, Capone just didn't really, he didn't want to have an in-house DJ, and that was kind of one of our disagreements because I always, was like, hey, the performance would just be better if instead of going from area to area and always scrambling and trying to like find a random DJ, it'd be better to have like one in-house one. That was always my thinking, like, hey, whatever gets paid, you know, like whatever he gets paid, like let's take a piece of that and give it to the DJ. So we have one DJ for every show.
Right.
And then they build their own chemistry. So I always wanted A-Rod to be that person for him. And I kind of got him to be that person at the end, but that was when we were splitting up. So he just ended up continuing with Carolyn and then becoming Stone and JQ's DJ.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So
it all worked out in the end. I feel like too, like having like one like in-house DJ, like he's gonna know everybody, he's gonna know the vibes everyone's bringing to the table too. Like that just makes sense to me. Like
instead of like staying in the crowd listening like to just the random like music, you actually have someone entertaining you still when you're waiting for the more artists to come.
Right. Oh yeah.
I mean, how did this even come to agreement? Like how did you find him, or did he reach out to you? Or
A-Rod has been a very close friend of mine for probably about, I'd say 5 years. So after my girlfriend passed away in 2017, I was living in Washington, and I kind of started going out a lot, kind of partying, you know, because that's kind of right. That's how you cope with it a little bit, right?
Just try and find something,
letting loose, finding something to distract myself. And I didn't even know him, but I noticed like how lit he was, like his energy, and so it was just kind of something about him. I'm like, this guy could be I saw potential in him and stuff. And he was kind of DJing. He was kind of doing more like EDM stuff a little bit and just kind of like here and there throwing like little parties and stuff. And so, yeah, we just became friends. We'd like go to the clubs together, stuff like that. And I wasn't really doing the management stuff like at this level. You know, I was just kind of still like finding my way, trial and error. And then, yeah, once I got like a big opportunity with the Capone stuff, you know, you're supposed to do what any real friend does, right? And put people on.
Yeah, put your homies on.
I was like, hey, A-Rod, this is a really big opportunity. You should come to Oregon. And we had 3 shows down there. We had Salem, Bend, Oregon, and Hillsboro. And he DJ'd 2 out of the 3. He came and did Salem, and he did Bend. Okay. And then after that, we had 2 more shows in Washington on the same tour. We had a Ferndale show and Ferndale, Washington, and Everett, Washington. But Ferndale had a DJ already. They had like an in-house one that did like their Latin nights, so they just kept that guy. But then A-Rod did the Everett one. So he got his foot in the door pretty cool, and everybody like liked his energy, like how I thought they would, you know, like his personality. And I mean, it's like, how can you not, right? Like,
oh yeah, you could tell with him that the vibes are at an all-time high.
Yeah, just super lit. Like he's always like that, you know, and DJ's good and stuff. So yeah, like, you know,
he needs to name that dance move too.
Oh yeah,
you need to come up with the hashtag of that.
Do the A-Rod,
the Liz Dougie.
It's like I just tell him, I'm just like, hey Rod, do the hands, and then he just that's what I say. I'm just like, hey Rod, do the hands, and then he just he does his thing.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, that's all.
Picture like a cool video of him slapping bugs away. It's like during the summer, you could do a cool video.
See, imagine he gets to a level where like the whole crowd is doing the hands.
Oh, yeah, slap hands. Come on,
everyone's do the hands now.
I told him, I'm like, you can go viral on TikTok for sure.
Absolutely,
like, that's all you need. It's all you need, and people are just going to try and reciprocate that move.
Man, do you think they're going to ban TikTok? That's going to be. I mean, that's going to.
I hope not.
I have like a weird 50-50 thing because there's a lot of dumbass content, but there's also a lot of great content. But I feel bad for the actual, like all the creators that actually have something going on there, because that's like don't get me wrong, like that they're hustling on that app, but like it'll suck just to get it shut down.
Oh yeah, well those creators, they have to be in touch like with what's going on, like reading the writing on the walls, like trying to parlay their TikTok success into like Twitter and all their other social, like YouTube and stuff. Like you could run the same shorts on YouTube, like do little skits here and there.
Are you scared of sometimes like managing people? Is it hard to like, or you just like the trust of them hoping not doing something wild on social media?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, if they do something crazy, that's on them. I had an artist that, well, I've had multiple artists that have kind of said things I disagreed with.
Yeah,
but that's on them at the end of the day. It's like I can't control every move, I guess, you know.
What's like the shortest term you've had with an artist?
Shortest term?
You're like, all right, that was a good fun 3 weeks.
Oh,
Can't be part of the team anymore.
Damn, let me think. Yeah, probably just like under a year.
Okay.
Anybody I really team up with, I usually last about a year.
Or you probably
at least minimum a year. Yeah.
You don't go on blind faith sometimes. You're just like, I gotta research this person a little bit.
Yeah, vet him out for sure.
Yeah.
See, I'd be a horrible manager. I have like 18 artists. I don't even pay them, and then I'm like, just do something, man. I don't even know. Yeah. Do you ever think of having like instead of like a different manager name like alias?
Yeah.
Did people ever do that?
I don't know. I mean, I think a lot of people just go by like their normal name. I got the Colter the Soldier name because of the amount of time that I travel. And I don't like flying. I really don't like it unless it's like an hour, because I just get like anxiety for some reason being in a plane and being around people I don't know, and it's just uncomfortable. Yeah. I do it if I have to, but I always choose driving. So that's how I got the nickname. Like, I'll drive to Albuquerque, is like 14 hours away. I'd rather do that than like a 4-hour flight. And people are like, damn, you're crazy. Like, you're down, but you're crazy. You know what I mean? To do that. And a lot of times by myself, I do that drive. Damn, like, I don't have help.
A 14-hour drive by yourself is crazy.
Yeah, that's hard, man. Especially on the, like, when your eyes start getting heavy, there's really nothing you can't do. Like, you have to go to sleep.
It's gotta pull over.
Like, one time I was doing like 710s as an electrician, right? And on the highway, I fell asleep and I hit this RV. And the RV, I woke up, and I was trying to listen to 99 Problems by Jay-Z just to wake up or something. I never listened to that song in a long time. I was like, because I like, all right, this might shock me. So I hit the RV and I wake up. I'm like, oh my, and my windows or my mirrors just going like this on the car. I'm like, oh my God. But then the RV just kept driving.
Wow.
And I was like, that RV has a lot of cocaine or something. Because no way that just would stop, or like it should stop. And I was like, wow, okay, this is like a nice thing. But like just staying I can't stay awake. Like, if you have to go to sleep, you have to go to sleep.
Yeah.
Hold up. That's insane, dude.
Yeah.
Fell asleep on the highway.
If that RV wasn't there, I would have went like all the way like Frogger.
You got to be careful. Yeah. You got to be careful. Yeah.
Well, like, do you have any tips and tricks of staying up?
I mean, just take a break when you need to. If you got to stay.
Ooh, you ever stayed at sketchy like drop off like road places?
Yeah, or just like sketchy hotels. Like, there's this place.
Ooh, what's sketchiest hotel story?
On my Albuquerque route, I'll usually stop in this town called Green River. It's like this no-name Utah town right before you get into New Mexico, I think is the state it borders. But there's like a Motel 6 there, and it's actually not too bad of a Motel 6, but it's still a Motel 6, and I've stayed there many times. It's kind of like a halfway point on that drive,
Some of those places, though, they just like, who's actually running those things? It like scares me. Like, one time, another thing of like sketchy places that I'm not trying to call them out, but this like that little like 5 apartment complex on the side of Garrity. But like, I was like a Jimmy Jones delivery driver, and this guy just like answered the door he had like the most roundest belly, and he started like almost fingering his belly button. He's like, is this my sandwich? I'm like, yeah, I don't have a JJ on my head for no reason. And I'm like, this is such a weird place. Like, just in that, he lives there. I was like, good for him, though.
It's like, it's random to like the amount of people like that are just in like around you at all times. Like, and you wouldn't even like pay attention to that guy other than having to deliver the sandwich. You know what I mean? Like, just having random interactions with people is crazy. Like, the universe is crazy.
Have you said like, what's your most random job you had? Because I know you were in the military young, but like, did you ever have like another job?
I'm trying to think of a random job.
I love random. Just
let's see. I drove for Amazon. That's kind of I guess random, right?
Yeah, we don't have to expose Amazon too much.
Amazon driver for a minute.
Yeah.
Talk about staying awake too.
Yeah, seriously. It was cool. It was pretty.
Is it true they don't let you take breaks?
Yeah,
they try not to,
and you have to wear a diaper.
No, definitely not. Yeah, no, they try not to have you take breaks.
Oh, that's so.
They don't. Yeah, you just kind of work through when you're a driver anyway. Yeah,
I'd make so many bathroom stops then.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. And I won't even say I have like a bathroom. Yeah,
I still would.
Oh, they'd fire me so fast. So I'm just taking so many breaks.
And that's like that Beavis and Butthead episode where like we could take breaks. They're like, yeah, if you need to go to the bathroom, and so like Butthead goes in there for like 30 minutes while everyone's just like chaos. Were you ever a Beavis and Butthead fan?
I mean, I knew about it, but I
Okay.
didn't really watch it too much. Honestly,
I wouldn't like imagine managing a duo of Beavis and Butthead.
Too much.
You
Crazy.
ever like try to think of expanding, like instead of just music, like other things?
Yeah, I actually started wrestling a former pro wrestler.
Okay.
And he lives in Albuquerque. His name's Danny G.
Okay.
And he used to be do pro wrestling, and he did WWE. And
That'd
he
be
did
sweet.
it. He did it for a while. He started, I think, in like 2010 or 2012, and I think he kind of retired around within the last year or two because I think he tore his ACL.
Damn.
He had an injury, yeah. So now he does more like modeling and like guest appearances. Like he'll pull up
Okay.
to like car shows or different events.
Do like
People
meet and
book
greet
him.
type stuff.
Because he's like super tatted. He pulls like a lot of ladies, like he takes care of his body. Like, so people will like book a picture, put a picture of him on a flyer. And it's like, now you're going to get like 50 or 100 more girls, like,
Okay.
He's like kind of one of those guys.
I wish I was that great just to sprain my ankle and still be good looking. I might model.
How'd that come about? Like, so you start to manage this former wrestler and stuff. Like,
I met him for the first time in person. I met him in early January, and I was on tour with Carolyn, and we knew each other already, like on social media, and kind of had talks. And I was like, I mean, do you have a manager? And he's like, no. And I was like, well, I mean, you got a good following, you know what I mean? Like, I could probably get you paid for events. Like, if anybody looks at your numbers and your engagements, like, they're going to see the value. So that's kind of, we just met in person and then started off like that.
oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, like I'm thinking too, like of all these people you manage, like how do you manage your own time? How do you find time for yourself?
It's hard. I just focus on what's in front of me and just whatever I can keep up with.
What do you like to do on your spare time? What puts a smile on Colter the Soldier? Because like
Mm.
video games for me, playing guitar, maybe making an omelet. That's you making me smile.
I played guitar for like 2 weeks.
Hey, dude.
Hey.
I like being by
hot.
the water. I like,
Ooh.
Okay.
yeah, that calms me down a lot. Just looking at like a lake or a river, hiking, just stuff like that. Playing basketball, watching basketball. Maybe going to like a new bar, checking out the vibes, just
Okay.
kind of different, maybe a new restaurant, something. Yeah.
Okay.
When
yeah,
when you visit a new place like they ever been to, do you research? You just kind of just go spur of the moment and like try to find places.
Yeah, I'm more kind of spontaneous unless someone recommends something, then
Okay.
maybe. But yeah, if I just go to like a new area, it's kind of just, yeah, whatever, I just,
Whatever you see.
yeah, like, yeah, but I might look up, if I have time, I'll look up like a lake or a river or something, check it out.
Okay. Heck yeah.
Find a
Something
trail
about
or
the
something.
sound of water, like a crackling of fire.
Yeah.
This is so
It's a
nice.
good one.
Roasting a marshmallow.
Well, speaking of like basketball, who's your early favorite to win the championship, NBA championship?
NBA, oh man, I hope the Clippers, because I've been a Russell
Oh.
Westbrook fan for a while,
Mm-hmm.
and he gets a hard time, but he like tries super hard, and that's why I like him. I always
Yeah,
root
for
for
sure.
him. He doesn't play the best, but he like his effort is always 100%.
Always there. Yeah.
And it inspires me to go harder when I watch him, and especially when you look at his story, how many teams he's been on, and
So-
failed. Like he played good, but they didn't win the
team didn't-
championship.
yeah, the team
So
didn't
it's like the
succeed.
fact that he still is there trying and still playing at a pretty good level
Mhm.
that's impressive to me.
Plus two,
Like, yeah.
I envy him too for like say he's not because he's not horrible, but like if you just looked at the paychecks he's still been making,
Yeah,
I'm like,
exactly.
damn, dude.
Yeah,
I saw Ken
47
Griffey.
million.
Ken Griffey Jr. is the 5th highest paid person on the Cincinnati Reds just because of his contract before, I guess.
That's insane.
Or what's that one guy, Benny? I forget his name. But like he signed with I think it was the Mets or the Braves, but for every year he gets one paycheck until like 2033.
Oh, yeah.
And it's
saw
called
that.
it's like that one holiday. He's getting paid. Like, can you imagine though, just getting one paycheck?
Yeah,
Like at least like Floyd Mayweather style. Just do work once a day.
it's crazy.
Sign me up, dude. Work once a day. Are you
2
kidding me?
million once a year.
If you could do any dream artist past and present, who would you want to have like a shot to manage? Or you think I could probably take their career to the next level?
I mean, I'd like to manage like G Herbo. I like G Herbo a lot.
G Herbo? I'm
Yeah,
not familiar with
From
him.
Chicago.
Okay.
G Herbo would be sick. Young Dolph, I would have wanted to manage
Oh.
him, but he passed away.
Yeah.
So that sucks. But yeah, like just like a big artist from like or like the East Coast maybe, you know,
Okay.
like a Ti, you know, Atlanta or something, or you know, maybe something like
okay.
that.
Who's the
T.I.
fastest person you've ever signed?
The fastest, like fastest growing?
Or like no, just like the fastest, but like I need you on my team. Like,
Oh,
Like you saw him, was like, it's like
quickly.
I need you.
Oh,
Here's the contract.
Probably. That's a tough one. Maybe JQ. I think me and JQ we clicked up pretty quickly. Once we had a
Nice.
conversation, I don't think it took very long at all. So probably JQ, I'd say, if I were to guess. But
Okay.
you know, Stone was pretty automatic too. But me and him have been friends for like 10 years.
Okay.
So that's probably why with him. Maybe Stone was pretty automatic, yeah.
Is
Actually, yeah, Stone was fastest because I remember when me and him started. So we had a show in Tucson, Arizona. It was his second show he ever did with Capone. And that day him and his manager split. Like that's and that same day, he's like, I want you to manage me. Like that exact same day.
Wow.
So that
damn,
happened.
there you go.
That happened within like a matter of hours, like maybe 2 or 3 hours tops.
I mean, I'm
Yeah.
sure that's easier too when the artist goes to you and be like, "You're signing me."
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, so that was cool.
Speaking of artists, too, you said that you just started to manage Juan Gotti.
Oh yeah.
Yes,
And
yes, I did.
what has that experience been like so far?
It's been cool. Yeah, I'm looking forward to this next tour because we're gonna be able to spend more time, you know, together. Because I mean, he's really busy being an artist and also a celebrity tattooer, you know, and so I don't get to spend a lot of time with him in person. But it's like the potential of what we can do, and he has so much good music with Carolyn and you know SPM and stuff. It's like he's a big name.
That's cool.
So yeah, like I'm excited to, you know, get to know him better. I'm gonna see him too on this tour, and we're gonna do like I think 9 days in person together.
Oh shit! Okay.
So that's gonna be pretty cool because me and him in person we've only met twice. So yeah, we've known each other since June of last year, and we've only met twice.
Okay.
So this will be really good time that we get to have in person.
And
So
just
you know, hang out, and
form
get to
that
know-
bond.
Yeah, get to know each other. Yeah.
Mhm.
See,
So-
I'm just thinking like a tattoo artist. That'd be so nice to like do a QR code on the body, tattoo it to like here's my
Right.
playlist on the body.
It'd be sick.
Yeah.
Were you gonna say
Scan
something,
this
Lon?
QR code and it brings
Yeah.
the Surface Wave podcast.
Yeah, exactly.
Should we go get tattoos?
Dude, I don't know. No, temporary. I'll get temporary
Okay,
tattoo.
sick.
Temporary playlist, you know, then on to the next like playlist of the
Yeah,
artist.
makes a lot of
list.
sense.
Yeah, see.
What does a perfect day entail for Colter the Soldier?
Perfect day. An event. An event that goes
Ooh,
perfectly.
yeah.
That's a perfect day. Yeah.
That's like when events have to be so scary to like what's the preparation of setting up an event?
Just
Is it hard to select artists that you manage to be in this event, or do you already know who do you want to put up on stage?
yeah, I kind of have package deals. So like usually right now, like I'll put Carolyn and Juan Gotti is kind of a duo that I'm doing right now and seeing how that goes because they have a lot of music together also.
Right. So it makes sense.
And then right now I've been doing my other packages like JQ and Stone P or Stone P and Cordell Drake and kind of rotating those three and doing, you know, sets of 2.
Okay, just see what
Yeah.
sticks and what's the best
That's smart,
rotation.
though.
Yeah. So
So you already have them kind of in teams already in a way that you know like that would gel together.
Mhm.
yeah. And then Danny G, I mean, he's not an artist, but I kind of want to just throw him on one of those packages if I feel it's needed
Yeah.
or would
Well,
bring
'cause-
value. You know?
Yeah, because him himself, he could just bring people through the door, right?
Yeah. I just put a picture of him on the flyer, you know, and girls see that and probably will go crazy and want to pull up, you know? So,
Yeah. I might even show up. Who knows?
Dang, bring the wrestler.
yeah.
But because hold on,
Meet a
hold
former
on.
pro wrestler.
because
yeah.
I'm a because I was a wrestling fan. That's why.
Oh.
Don't get it twisted.
Okay.
I'll have to
maybe.
show you guys some of the videos on YouTube.
That'd be
He's got some good ones. Yeah.
I love to know his like signature moves.
Yeah, there's some good. Yeah, he gets down.
The people's
takes people
hand.
down.
He's a nice hand model.
Body slams and all that. I'm like, whoa.
I can't imagine doing like the actual like stuff, the stunts for that.
Yeah.
I still don't get how they don't get hurt. Like I get the canvas has a little give to it, but like that shit has to hurt.
Yeah, I think that you just have to trust the guy you're in the ring with.
Like, shout out. I mean,
thrown on the ground.
Oh,
like
absolutely.
That.
big
Yeah.
credit to Logan Paul. I didn't think he could do it. And
Yo, Logan Paul's a crazy.
Well, then he's saying like tearing an ACL too, or like this. Like I can't believe that. That would hurt. That would suck ass.
Yeah,
it's real life. That's why, dude. Wrestling.
It is true. It is. It's everything's
Yeah.
real about wrestling. It's for people at home too. If you don't know,
we can't spoil it for anybody, dude.
You can't
Let them figure it out on their own.
No, I think it's interesting, or like for me, I find it interesting of just managing a lot of like just, and it's a different word, but like just a lot of big egos, you know, of how they want to be their own thing and like have to separate all that. I feel like that just has to be such a challenge.
Yeah, it can be because everybody wants to do it their own way. But I would say that pretty much everyone that I work with, they are very open-minded to doing it my way because they've seen that it works for other people. And I think that's what kind of makes it work, is that they trust me and they're like, hey, you know what? Like we saw what Colter did last year. And so we're down to do it his way instead of like trying to do it our way. I mean, they incorporate some of their ideas, but the majority of the stuff is kind of more my way, which is cool.
Okay, yeah.
Last year could have went better, and it was still a good year, but it wasn't always my way. You know what I mean? So there was times where, you know, and I don't always know everything. Sometimes, you know, I
learn some things.
like feedback, or maybe I don't know certain areas or stuff. But,
Okay.
You know, but it's cool to have that trust, and you know.
Yeah, how do you go about building that trust? Like when you sign a new artist and stuff, is it just like you show them your track record, or like, I'm sure it helps like being on the road with them as well, like, you know what I mean, like creating that bond or that friendship with people.
Yeah, I just kind of show them like, I mean, my track record, and I think when people see me in an area and they see like how seriously I take it, because I do everything from setting it up to managing the event when it happens, and then afterwards going over the numbers. And I usually share the numbers not just with the promoters but with the artists, because I let them know like, hey, this is what we did, like this show did good or this show lost, you know. And I'm real with them, you know what I mean? And I give them feedback like, hey, like this last show, you know, we did better in this area, but like this show, you know, like we didn't execute, because it's not all on me. Like I do a lot of it, right? I do the tickets and the slots and the sponsorships, but it's also the artist's job too, especially if they're a headliner,
to promote,
convert sales, and you know what I mean, because that's what they're getting paid for. It's not just their performance, but it's the business side.
Right.
You know, nobody's going to rebook somebody if they lose.
Absolutely.
You know, so that's a big importance. I'm stressing, like, make sure we make this together a winning show. You know what I mean? And that's how they get rebooked.
How do you like get your artist to like? Have you ever ran into the point or like a problem where like your artist is like having a hard time like promoting their stuff, like they're not super active on their socials?
Yeah, I've had that sometimes, but yeah, most of my artists are pretty good at it. You know, like they'll do video drops, or you know, or I'll text them too and be like, hey, like, you know, can you post this? Like, we need more posts and stuff. So, but a lot of them are pretty good at doing it on their own. JQ and Carolyn are probably some of my best artists when it comes to posting. Like they do it a lot. They do it on their own for an event.
Nice. Okay.
I don't really have to ask them too much.
Make your job easy.
Very good. JQ goes live almost like every day, which is cool because he'll like go in the studio and he's very, very, very good at interacting. Not even just about shows, but he'll like show new beats that he has or new music, or like he'll shout out the fans, like say their names and stuff. And Carolyn does that too, kind of.
Okay, yeah.
It's pretty cool, you know.
Have you ever had to stop a show?
Stop a show?
Yeah.
Or
is that the position you have to, or like does someone else have to stop the show?
Yeah, I mean, it depends what would happen. Like if a fight happened, that usually doesn't. I mean, it would have to be a huge fight, right, for it to be stopped. I don't think I've ever had to stop a show.
Do you ever have to?
Yeah, I don't think I ever have had to. Luckily, I wouldn't want to. That would be
knock on wood.
Not good. Yeah.
Well, like, do you ever
There's
watch
wood under here?
Yeah, absolutely.
Do you ever watch like, in a way, film of like? Do you ever have meetings of talking to your artists like, hey, this is what we could do better next time and all that? Or
oh yeah, all the time. Yeah. I always do that, and especially like after a show.
Okay.
Yeah, like I go over everything, the good and the bad, though. Like I'm not the kind of person to just be negative Nancy. Like if there was good things, you know, then I go over that, you know. Yeah, and you know, right now, like JQ and Stone, this is their first year being like headliners, like headlining talent. Their entire careers before this year, it's been opening. So they're learning right now, like everything that comes into play, like the business side, and just kind of taking on that responsibility of taking that next leap from going from an opener to a headliner. And they're seeing like all the work, and they're doing a great job. They're handling it very well. They're putting in the work, and yeah, they're doing good. So
nice. I bet
cool.
that's like such a cool feeling too, like to like see your artists that you manage like blossom, right? Like they're taking the next step, like right in front of your eyes. Like you remember like your first like shows with these guys, and now they're headlining. Like that's
it's cool.
has to be such a cool feeling, man.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Well, it's weird too. Like even a lateral way, like even when you get older and stuff, you're gonna have younger artists, and you could be like even like a father figure too to help them out. Like it's weird to think where it could go.
Yeah,
like where you're gonna go
for sure. Yeah. Yeah, I've been talking to a couple youngsters that are like 19 or 20 because I'm 29, and they really think it's cool what I'm doing. And I even tell JQ and Stone, I'm like, we're lucky to be working with people like Carolyn and Juan Gotti, who have been, very successful for the last 20 years, because there's going to be a day where they're not doing this.
Yeah.
And then we're going to be the ones left to kind of resume, and you know what I mean? And that could be 10 years from now, 20 years from now.
Absolutely.
But there's going to be a day where they're both not doing this anymore, and we're going to be. So I tell them all the time, I'm like, make sure that you're really making the most of these opportunities and learning from them and stuff, because, you guys are going to be the ones that take over the reins at some point,
Yeah, you got to make sure you soak in the knowledge from the people that are more experienced people. Well, and they're giving out for free.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you got to take this time to like soak it all in, because you might not ever get an opportunity like that again.
Yeah, they're our teammates. That's what I always tell them all the time. Like, we all help each other. It's not all just about one person. Like Carolyn helps me. I help this person. Juan Gotti helps this person. Stone and Jake, we all help each other. Yeah. And it's cool because we're all in different areas. So we all cover a lot of ground.
Right, for sure.
Which is tight. Like we're all in these different areas, and it's cool. Like together, it's a powerful team, you know what I mean? It's cool. So that's what I always look for, just trying to add people that bring value, that are good people, and then it just grows.
Do you also like keep your ear to the ground of like knowing what's next, or how do you find new talent? Like how do you stay current with like this, like the lingo and all that too?
And the sound?
Yeah.
It's kind of just organic, Honestly, I mean, I have a lot on my plate right now, like the people that I'm working with. I mean, I still take on like newer artists that want to like get their name out there. I do that. But as far as artists that are already cracking, like say right now, like Conejo, for example. Conejo, we talk a lot, but I don't even have the time to like really help him how I want to. Yeah. Because I'm so busy with Juan Gotti, Carolyn, Stone, JQ, like those four, it's already a lot. You know what I mean? So I kind of feel bad, but Conejo's like one person that's been wanting my help a lot, and I just haven't been able to get around to it.
Yeah.
But I'm not the kind of person to rush things. Like, I don't overpromise or anything. I'm just like, hey, bro, like, I'm going to keep you in mind. I'm going to try and,
when I get some time.
Yeah, I'm going to try and get you in rotation or get you on the roster. But, like, right now, I don't have anything for you. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And kind of, but he's, like, one person that I've been. Also, Lil White. Have you heard of Lil White? From back in the day? He made that big song, Oxycontin.
With like 36 Mafia?
Yes. Yeah, okay, he's connected with them from Memphis. He's another person that's been like hitting me up, and
oh, cool, man.
They're kind of wanting to, maybe do something, his manager and some of his people. So I'm like, that'd be cool to, include him also, like add him to the rotation. But again, it's a time thing. I'm like, I don't
exactly. How do you?
Like, I wish I could fit all these people in. But,
were you gonna say LALO?
Well, like that's like has to be like like some good like some validation for you, and you're having artists that like have a no like a fan base already built in, like that are reaching out to you for your services. Like it just makes everything like reminds you that what you're doing is important, right?
Yeah, that is cool. Yeah, it's cool that they even want to have my help on that type of level, because they could have anybody.
Right, exactly.
So the fact that they even consider or want me to start taking care of that stuff is pretty cool, so.
Like with the time too, is it hard to meet everyone's needs of what they want? Or like, how would you give advice to help with that?
Yeah, it can be with the bookings. It's just kind of like I just take turns. Like I book stuff for everybody, but then it's like when I'm done with this one, then I move on. Like for example, like right now, I just did this JQ and Stone P show on Friday in Salt Lake City. So like I knocked out a show for them. And then now this week I'm leaving on tour with Carolyn and Juan Gotti and DJ A-Rod. So then it's like they're still doing other stuff, but they know I have to be over here for this. And then when I'm done with this, and I come back and then I do stuff with them again when I'm not on the road. And it's kind of like a back and forth thing. And they're okay with that because we're all on the same team. You know what I mean?
Right.
So there's nothing like, they're not like in the background like, oh man, like Colter, you should only be focusing on us. Or they're like, they think it's dope. They're like, hell yeah, like you're getting your name bigger. That's going to help us by being over there, you know? And it's kind of like everybody wins, you know? It's cool.
Yeah. It sounds like you've curated this like team that like they're all willing to help each other, man. Like that's, I feel like, especially working with like artists, that's probably super hard to come by. Like to have someone who doesn't have an ego that's like wants me, that's like they're cool with you helping everybody and understanding the big picture that when you grow or these other artists grow, everybody grows. Like
exactly.
So you couldn't right now, like you couldn't have a better team going for you.
Yeah, I don't think so. Yeah, I mean, I could just use people like in the East Coast. I don't really have. But maybe that'll be a little white, you know, little whites out there. You never know. So we'll might figure something out.
Hey, Colter the Soldier Part 3. We'll see, dude.
Yeah, might come back and might be a little white. You know?
Exactly.
Well, was wondering like the scariest managers ever of all time. Like was Suge Knight a manager or was he more of a producer?
I think he was kind of a manager. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Because that would be one scary ass.
I don't want that guy to manage me.
It'd be like I don't know if you have to get like initiated, you have to get jumped to be a part of this team.
Something you have to go earn your stripes in the streets.
Suge.
I mean, it's a good read a contract. You're like, I'm good.
You'll have to get your ass beat for 10 minutes and fine print.
It's a very, very fine. Like, what the hell? What does this say?
It would be nuts. Well, is it? Have you met other managers that have reputations of like they're trying too hard to like to be intimidating, or like you need to chill, daddy, chill?
I mean, not really. I've met the managers that I have met are very like they're managers that I look up to kind of thing. But because honestly, I'm like one of the younger managers. Like the other managers that I've met on the road that manage like other big artists are all a lot older than me.
Interesting.
Like all of them are usually like pretty close to 40, 45. You know what I mean? Like they're definitely not like in their late 20s, early 30s. You know?
Well, I feel too like not to cut you off, sorry, but I always feel like a stigma against managers, how they're always like uptight or something. They'll take all your money. Like but like I feel like that they just ran into bad managers, you know? Like what's some like I guess like do you feel like people just get miscommunicated about managers of how they because I feel like they do help a lot. Like
they do. Yeah, I think I would say that some artists have unrealistic expectations. Like some of them don't even want to give managers credit. Like I've worked with some people even in this area that I've helped and they're not very grateful. Like they want to be the only person that gets
just kidding. Just kidding.
No, I'm not. I don't do that. I'm a manager. I don't do that. But but there's definitely artists that like they hire you and they want you to help them, but then they don't want to give credit, and that's just not how a team works. Anybody that even knows sports, like everybody on a winning team gets credit.
Absolutely.
It's not about attention or limelight. It's just a respect thing. If somebody respects you, they're going to go out of their way to be like, hey, nice job. Like you did good. If you're helping, they're going to say that. They're not going to like have you help them. And then when you're done helping, be like, oh man, like this guy didn't do anything for me. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, if I wasn't like doing good or being helpful, these celebrity people would not want my help, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like that's what I tell like any artist, local or not. It's like, this isn't something that's made up or, like me just name dropping or something. It's like I'm actually like going on tour with these people. I spend a lot of time with these people in person, but yeah.
This just seems like a very not intense life, but just filled with a lot of like fun things, but like at the same time, a lot of responsibilities.
Oh yeah.
And that's why, again, I'm not a manager.
Yeah.
Besides hip hop, if you'd be like baseball, be a manager for baseball or for anything, like what other type of manager would you like to be?
Man, I mean, sports would be cool, but that's a whole nother, that would take a long time.
That's a lot of different contracts too.
Maybe like a sports agent, that'd be cool.
Ooh,
like represent
a sports
athlete.
agent.
That'd
nice.
be I would do that maybe, like represent an NBA player or something.
That'd be
trying
dope. That'd be cool.
Or
Yeah.
maybe like
That'd
you
be
could
cool.
like get in the door like one of these like a local fighter or something. Like
Yeah.
That'd be hard. Like, does it all kind of fall under the same umbrella of like just contracts and stuff, or like I know you have to know the sport and everything, but does it all kind of have
Yeah.
the same blueprint? I guess.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, you would have contracts and then gain commissions, but you would have to know a lot of people in the sport,
mhm.
that area. So I know some athletes or pro athletes, but not enough for me to be like confident in that. I'd have to probably like go under someone's wing to really,
to learn it all, the ins and outs.
yeah.
Yeah, I feel like too, like being probably in that world, like being a new manager, you probably like get no love because they want everything exclusive to like the old heads, like the people who are like gatekeeping the door. Like it's gonna be hell to try and break through that barrier.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, not everybody wants to help you. I've been
Mhm.
fortunate that a lot of people have helped me, but
That's
but there are people where I'm like, I see they're like that, and it's just like an immature way to be, to not want to open the doors and not,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
or it's an insecurity thing. Like people think like, oh, I don't want to open this door because this person might outshine me
And
or
replace
something.
me.
Yeah, but I'm more like the mindset where I'm like, man, if I do a favor for somebody, that means they're gonna do a favor for me.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
Uh-huh.
I'm all about doing favors or helping other people, because that means that's how it's supposed to be.
Yeah, they got your back and on the other end.
And if not, then that person's just cut off.
Yeah, they burn that bridge.
Yeah. At least
Yeah,
in like
so-
decency of like scratch your back. I'll
Yeah.
scratch mine.
Mhm.
My own back.
Scratch mine. I'll also scratch mine
Scratch
too.
your. I'm the opposite. I keep people away. Scratch your back and I'll scratch mine.
Scratch your back and then I'll scratch yours again.
I know. We'll think of new sayings.
Yeah,
we'll have
figure
ChatGPT.
Hey, we'll
to
figure
do
it out.
What is your second passion?
My second passion. Sports. I mean,
Okay, it'd be sports.
Yeah,
Okay, so that would be perfect then for you just to be the sports.
yeah,
manager
sports
to
would
me.
be my second passion. Yeah, for sure. That'd be dope. Because
Man,
sports and music, they have a lot of, what do you call it?
Like similarities.
Similarities, yeah. Yeah, they have a lot, actually.
it would be dope to do like a bobsled team.
So that's how you work yourself in. That do like the obscure sports.
Yeah, that'd be nuts. That'd be.
Yeah.
Can like manage one of like the slap fighter guys.
Oh, what's your opinion on that? The slapping sport. What is that called?
The
That's
slap-
pretty
slappening.
interesting. I've seen it. I've seen videos of it. Yeah, I don't even know.
That'd be good promo. Get all your artists to slap each other.
Oh, man.
Just slap off. Crews, we're putting it on the next wave.
Slap off.
Slap off.
Oh, my
Some
God.
SOs.
That'd be wild.
Welcome to the slappening. That's what we call the event. That's actually kind of fire.
Well, we appreciate you coming on the show, man. Oh, you have anything else to plug too? Like anything coming up? Any concerts?
Just
Tour?
a tour. Yeah,
Just a
got
tour?
the Colter the Soldier and Friends tour. So it'll be me, Carolyn Rodriguez, DJ A-Rod, and Juan Gotti on from now till April 16th.
Sweet.
So-
And then all your media at social Colter the Soldier.
Yeah,
right?
just at Colter the Soldier.
Sweet,
On
man.
Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok.
Well,
Look them up.
I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Once again,
Yeah.
man, thank you for coming on.
Most definitely.
Appreciate it.
Yep.
Peace.